Hello traders, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. So today we are going to analyze some few pairs. Okay, so we are having pound card, euro pound, Cadsis Frank, dollar yen, and USD ZAR. Okay, we are going to go through these few pairs. We see how the market will be shaping up for the coming week using the Falcon strategy. Okay, I have more pairs than that, but if you want them, you'll have to be on my mentorship program that I'm currently having. And if you want to join, the link is in the description. Also, I have a free Telegram channel where people can chat, like a community where people share their ideas, and you can find some help over there if you need a community for you. Okay, so with pound card, the market has just recently reversed. As you can see over here, the market has recently reversed to the upside, very impulsive. And seeing this move, we can see there is no any clear correction for continuation to the upside. Yeah, so since we didn't get this clear correction for continuation to the upside, I'm expecting this price to push to the downside. Okay, I'm expecting this price to push to the downside. Minimum target will be around these levels. Okay, minimum target around this week over here. This is because of smart money concept strategy, which I want to go into details on it over here. But I'm expecting this price to pull back up to this area, and I'm expecting it to be a corrective move. Yeah, after that corrective move, then we can potentially see another push to the upside. Yeah, this is what I'm seeing happening on pound card and most pound pairs actually. But as you can see with our pattern, you can see we have recently broken a very key area over here. This was a previous higher low which has been broken. Okay, so seeing this area being broken over here, I'm expecting the price to pull back before we continue pushing to the upside again. Okay, and as you can see, currently the price is pushing up in a corrective way. You can see the move over here was impulsive compared to the move right now in these levels. Okay, so from the daily, I think we can even come up with our pattern over here. We're having this ascending channel right there, which is almost having the third touch. Okay, we are almost having a third touch, and our first target will be the 90% rule over here, but our overall target will be down in these levels. So going to a 4-hour time frame. To a 4-hour time frame, let's see. You can see the chart is really clear. The pattern is so clean, and all we can do right now is just wait for that third touch, and then wait for a confirmation entry, upon which you will be waiting for this push all the way to this third touch, impulse the downside, corrective move to the upside, then this will be our confirmation for this the downside. Yeah, so I'll be waiting to take our trades from these levels over here. Okay, so this, I'm expecting this to be a very nice setup for the coming week, and hopefully we will hold this for long, because my first target will be this 90% rule, but my overall target will be around these lows over here. So hopefully this will give you some good profits, because the setup looks so clean, guys. Setup looks so clean, so don't miss out on this one. And next we have euro pound. We go to the daily. As you can see, euro pound has behaving same with been behaving same with pound card and most pound pairs. As you can see, we have just shifted. Let me just convert it back. As you can see, the price was pushing to the upside and quickly reversed to the downside, and we had a pattern over here. If you have been following my setups, we had a pattern in these levels right here. Okay, this was the pattern, and let me just invert it. As you can see, this was the pattern that we had over here. You can see upon this third touch, we really did extend with a very long wick, and the price reversed to the upside. So right now what we're expecting is a pullback. Okay, a pullback, then we push again to the upside. So the maximum area that I'm expecting this pullback to go to is on these levels down here. Okay, so let me just put it back. Yeah, these levels will be the target that I'll be looking at, because this one will be, we are trading against the trend currently, because the trade is to the pair will be moving towards the downside. So I'm expecting this one to be a big pullback to this area, then we continue again to the downside. Yeah, I'm expecting this price to go to the downside. So Because of that, let's see, we can have, let's go to our 4 hour, because I've already seen the same pattern from pound card is the same pattern from with the euro pound. Okay, over here we have this and the top one over here. Yeah, so you can see with these pairs they are having same pattern, but they are inversely correlated because of the pound cross. So what we need to do right now is just wait for this pair to continue dropping up to this third touch. Once we tap this third touch, wait for the first push, followed by a correction, and then we enter the market. Okay, same thing, guys. Same things is what we always look for. First target, look for 90% rule over there. Okay, so this will be our entry down here, because we will have already gotten our confirmation, though on lower time frame there is a way you can catch it on these lows over here. Okay, but this for you guys, this will be the area for you to take this trade. Wait for the first impulse so that you can confirm the direction of the market. Okay, wait for the first impulse. So don't miss out on this setup. It also looks so good, guys. Looks so good. Don't miss out on that. Next we have Cadsis Frank. Cadsis Frank, let's go on a daily. With Cadsis Frank, you can see the market has been pushing down, very corrective. Okay, not very corrective, but you can see we have like a pattern move over here happening currently. Okay, so I'm counting this as the corrective move over here, not the moves within this overall downtrend. Okay, because this overall downtrend of which is this one, I'm counting this as a corrective move after the first impulse. As you can see, this was the first impulse over here. Let me just do it. You can see we had the first impulse over here, of which we expect this candle to be filled. Okay, so this candle to be filled, then price to push to the downside. But you can see the price didn't really commit with this correction over here to fill all of this candle, and right now the price is pushing down corrective. Okay, so currently what I'm seeing on a daily, you can see the price is pushing upside, but the way it's pushing the upside is very corrective again. So I'll be expecting one more move to the downside before another push to the upside. Yeah, I'm expecting one more drop, either below this low or just around these levels over here. Okay, but there is a possibility of it breaking this low before pushing again to the upside. So knowing that, let's look for a potential sell setup over here, because we are in a corrective move. We're in a bearish correction over here, a bullish correction I mean. So with this one, you can see that the price pushed impulsive over here, and after that we started moving corrective to the upside. So potentially we might soon get that drop, and our first target will be on these lows, because this is where the corrective move began. So our 90% rule will be this level over here where the correction began, and then we'll be targeting these lows. Okay, we'll be targeting these lows over here. Okay, this is the low where the all impulse started. Okay, so this will be the target, the overall target that we'll be targeting. Okay, and now looking at the pattern, let me just draw the pattern now. Looking at the pattern, we have this. Let me just adjust it. We have this as the bottom one, and then we have this as the top one. Yeah, so this pattern looks also good, and we are almost at the third touch. So we're just waiting for that third touch over there. So if we tap that third touch, potentially it will be on this candle over here. If you are already in my group, probably you already know how we get these order blocks. Okay, but I won't go into details right now. So you can see I'm expecting this price to tap this zone over here, this supply zone, and with our third touch. So upon reaching this area, we'll be looking for our sell setups from those levels. So this also looks so clean. These pairs they have the cleanest setups that you can look for coming next week. Okay, these setups looks so nice, guys. These setups looks very nice. So our first target will be 90% rule, which will be here, but our overall area will be in these levels down there. Okay, so watch out on this one also. You can see the setups are simple, guys. These setups are so simple. So follow up on the Cadsis Frank, looks good. Next we have dollar yen. I'm expecting the DXY to push to the upside as either corrective or impulsive. Okay, either way, I'm expecting DXY to push to the upside coming next week. And so with that in mind, I'm expecting these dollar pairs, most of them, either to drop if the dollar is the secondary currency, or to rise if the dollar is the first currency on that pair. Okay, so as you can see with this one, with dollar yen, we have been pushing up quite corrective and with low momentum, and after that we had a very impulsive candle to the downside, potentially cleaning all this liquidity of these guys who are adding their buys over here. So what I'm expecting is this price to give us a little correction over here, then we push again to the upside. Yeah, that's what I'll be expecting, and our target will be all the way to this first block over here. This will be the target, which is quite obvious one, because this is where the whole impulse started. So if this turns out to be a corrective move, then we'll be expecting another drop the downside. Yeah, if it turns out to be a corrective move, which I expect this to be corrective move towards the upside, then we push again to the downside. But if it turns out to be an impulsive move, okay, if it turns out to be an impulsive move, then potentially we'll be continuing to the upside. Yeah, but first we just focus with our buys. So going to our 1 hour, with this one I think we can go to our 1 hour chart. We have our target where the top over here, and we have this area to watch. So you can see we have already kick-started with a very nice impulsive move over here, of which right now we're expecting this correction just to come down a little bit, then we continue the upside. So we are going to take advantage of this correction over here coming on Monday. So some people I know already in this, from these levels over here, using the smart money, but if you are not in yet, the safest one is this one, which is coming right now. Okay, and I expect this correction to go all the way to, let me just go back to 4 hour and look for a nice order block, because I expect this correction to end probably on Tuesday or Monday possibly, so that we can continue buying. Okay, so you can see this, let me just delete these drawings. You can see this candle over here, so I'll just take half of it from the downside. So what I'm expecting this price to do is to pull back to this area, then we continue again to the upside. This is what I'll be expecting coming next week. Yeah, so let's go to our 1 hour again. Yeah, so what you need to do currently, mark your areas where you'll be looking to take your profits. Always have a target. Okay, once you have that, wait for this pullback over here up to this, around these areas, then you look for buys. Okay, look for buys. For dollars, DXY will be pushing up, so we just look for buys. We buy the dollar. So this will be our target right there. Okay, so this pair also looks nice. As you can see, the setup is so simple, and with this setup we are using smart money concept on this analysis, because as you can see, there is no falcon pattern to it, but using the smart money concept, this setup looks so easy to see. Okay, so you'll be expecting this push to the upside. So lastly, let's look at dollar ZAR. Since we're expecting dollar to buy, dollar ZAR, I'm also expecting it to buy. Okay, I'm expecting buys on dollar ZAR. Looking at it, we were anticipating this pattern over here. This was the pattern we were anticipating the price to sell with over here. And looking at it, let me just zoom it to see if we have a clear 3-touch pattern, because for me, I need to see a clear 3-touch pattern. So we don't have the 3rd touch. Okay, with this pattern we don't have the third touch. Okay, so I'm not considering this pattern as a complete pattern, as a valid pattern to me. So we'll see how the price will go, but let's go deeper. As you can see, the price has been pushing up a bit corrective in these levels, and we have just dropped to the downside. Okay, so for me, I can see this push over here to be corrective, of which I'm expecting the price to push again to the upside, potentially reaching that third touch. Then we look for the overall sales to the downside. Yeah, so since knowing that, we'll be looking for our buys, because this move to the downside is corrective over here. Okay guys, and we didn't have our third touch, which adds more confidence of this price pushing again to the upside. So let's go to the 4 hour. So on a 4 hour, let's see what we can get over here. So on the 4 hour, you can see we had a very impulsive push to the upside, and right now we are reversing up. So potentially we'll get a correction over here and the push to the upside. First target will be this area where the all push began. So if this area holds, then we'll continue moving to the downside, but if it doesn't, then we'll push to the upside. Okay, and pushing to the downside doesn't mean that we'll break this pattern to the lows, because we might push just to this area, come back down, give us this pattern again, and then we push again to the upside. Yeah, so it will still be in that corrective phase. Okay, it will still be in this corrective phase over here for another push to the upside. So always be aware of that. Okay, so for me right now, currently the pattern I'm seeing is this. Okay, this is the pattern I'm seeing, and currently we don't have third touch. Okay, so this is the pattern I'm seeing, and we don't have our third touch over here. Okay, so seeing that, it means that this pattern also is not enough for this price. Is not evident enough to show us that this price will go to break this high and then give us that third touch. Okay, so with that in mind, it clearly tells us that this price might still continue to consolidate in this area before we push again to the upside. Yeah, so with this, when this forms, is where now we'll get a clear 3-touch pattern over here. Once we get this clear pattern, and that's where we'll be confirming now our overall buys to the upside. Okay, but for now, let's deal with what we have. Okay, by dealing with what we have, we'll have this, and seeing this having not touched that third touch, then this we are not considering that pattern anymore. And right now we'll be using smart money concept to trade this. Okay, so as you can see, let's go, or let me just start from here. You can see the whole move began all the way from this area, so we have this clean candle to be filled right up here. And as you can see down here, after this corrective move, the price made a very impulsive move to the upside, breaking this high over here. Okay, upon breaking this high, we expect the price to correct again the downside and giving us another one more push to the upside. Yeah, so with this push to the upside, I'm expecting to go all the way and fill this candle over here. Okay, so this is the trade that we are looking for. This buy over here is the trade that we are looking for. Then when it taps this area, we'll see what will happen. Then we'll take the next course of action. So going to a 4 hour, let me mark our area of supply and demand. So this will be a demand zone, the last green candle, and this will be a supply zone. Then this one will be our demand zone, the last red candle. So these are demand, these are supply. So we'll be trading zone to zone. Okay, so what we'll do, you wait for this push over here, then we buy all the way to that area. This is the trade that you need right now on USD. This setup for this buy alone. And guys, be aware of the target. Okay, don't lose your mind to the market again. Okay, don't give back your mind to the market. Once this target has been hit, take your profits, guys. Take your profits. Okay, so with this setup, I think it's also clean. Okay, this setup it's also clean, guys. So what you do, just wait for this correction over here. It will come, guys. Wait for this push, wait for that correction, then we enter on this push over here. Okay, we enter on this push right here. So this is going to be another lovely trade. This one will be a very quick one actually. Okay, this one is going to be a very quick trade. Okay, going down to a 15 minute, you know how you'll manage your stop loss. Going to a 15 minute, of which you can refine this this order block over here and this order block over here, so you can get even bigger risk reward ratio. But for now, you guys watch out on this setup. The buys, it looks so clean, guys. Don't miss out on this one. Okay, so that's it for this week. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers, guys.